Hi everyone, this is Andrea Graham. Welcome to my channel, The Leaf Heart Path. I am an intuitive healer, Reiki and cord cutting practitioner, and a tarot card reader. If any of these services sound interesting to you, check out the description box below to book a personal reading. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any new readings. I thought we'd try something new this week as our last readings were pretty lengthy. I believe our last video clocked in at 3 hours and 33 minutes last week. So this week's readings are going to be flash readings in comparison for those who enjoy a quick tarot experience. So the topic this week is creating joy in your life. Each pile contains a brief energy check and some descriptors of things that you are going through, as well as some steps you can take to cultivate more joy and happiness in your life. There's also an outcome card as well as some mantras to take with you as you work on creating more joy in your life. So we have 4 piles here. Take a moment, center yourself, and take a deep breath while casting your gaze over the cards. There are crystals for those of you who like to choose with our shiny friends. Pile 1 is the Kawaii tarot, and it is represented by a flower agate. Pile 2, Mystic Monday's tarot, and a Carnelian sphere. That's gonna roll. Okay. Pile 3, Food Fortunes deck and a moss agate. And pile 4, green calcite and the Modern Witch Tarot. You can pause the video should you need a moment to choose your pile, and for those who are ready, let's hop on over into your readings. I'll see you there. Hi pile 1, if you picked the flower agate and the Kawaii tarot, then this is your reading today. This is a quick reading on how you can cultivate or create more joy in your life. Let's look at your cards. All right, the first card we have that represents your block or just current energy in your situation is the 5 of Pentacles. Followed by the Empress, 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, and nice, the Emperor. Okay, it's our little outcome card. Let's get going. So when I see the 5 of Pentacles group 1, to me this is always representing some kind of divide. I literally see this as a divide. This could be you, sort of feeling like you're on the outside looking in at everybody else that's over here. Okay, that divide or separation could be in your mind, or it could actually be a physical thing that is going on, or you might be in separation with somebody. This could also indicate separation between you and a goal, or it's just a feeling that you have. So it could be a mindset, a state of mind, where you feel different, where you feel left out, and perhaps maybe even thinking a bit negatively about yourself versus other people, or thinking maybe that eyes are on you, even if perhaps they aren't so much. It's just a matter of perspective and not being able to see inside other people's brains and what's going on with them. So advice from your guides about what to do with this particular situation begins with our Empress card here. The Empress card is Major Arcana, and so this is a big step for you. This is a big thing for you, and this might be energy that you have been trying to shift into for some time. So the appearance of this lets me know that your guides are telling you to step into your fabulous self and just embody who you truly are. The Empress is somebody who embodies someone who's firmly rooted in the physical. So they are firmly rooted in the physical. They're abundant, and they are super creative, a very creative soul. This is a nudge for you to begin using more of your 5 senses in your daily life, in your daily routine. This is to help you get more rooted, to get more into your body, and less in that up here, I'm all by myself kind of headspace. That way you're not future forecasting from a point of anxiety and always worrying about what's coming next or what are these people thinking about me, or ruminating too much on things that happened in the distant past, or just worrying. This just asks you to be present with where you are. And it could begin with something as simple as a meditation. And if you're not into guided meditation, try a walking meditation. They even have guided walking meditations you can do. Just be alert when you're doing something like that. And your goal is to listen as you walk around. Notice. Use your senses to perceive what is going on around you. So, say you decide to go on a walk. What are you hearing? Birds in nature, a city bus passing you by, children laughing, and what do you see? What do you smell? Do you smell baking bread from a local bakery? Do you smell your favorite flower in the park? You know, if it's cold where you are in the northern hemisphere right now, or when this is being filmed, then are you feeling, the snow as it's hitting your body? The wind on your face. So your goal, first of all, is just to engage your senses as much as possible. Now, that was a small idea right there. The idea is it's not just about taking a walk. It's throughout the course of your entire day. What does a nice Epsom salt bath feel like at the end of the day on your skin? Try to begin small and engage your senses as much as possible throughout the day. And then the Empress also asks you to take things a step further and get creative. So whatever that looks like for you. So continue that sensory engagement, but now we're going to do something like baking or painting or drawing or making music or writing, whatever that looks like for you, whatever lights you up, whatever makes your heart happy. Something that allows for that flow kind of state and just the birth of more ideas to come forward. These types of activities, when we're in that flow state, can be very soothing and very healing for lots of people. And the Empress is all about new things being birthed into reality. So start with your senses, group 1, and then see where that takes you. And that's going to bring us over to the 10 of Cups here. So the 10 of Cups appearing in a reading to me, and in this particular deck for me, is actually about the number of blessings that you have around you. It's not exactly what it normally means, but I actually see this as representing all these different people in your life. So it lets me know that you do have an abundance of beauty and harmony and joy and community around you. There is a large support system there, whether you can currently see that or not. So lean into friends, loved ones, people that you can trust, wherever you can. Explore your community too. Take a trip around a nearby town, city, or country, and then that's where you can do some of these exercises. Enjoy yourself and just make new memories with your friends. One of the words that always comes up with this card is harmony. So for some of you, I literally see you singing. I hear you singing with a group, so that might be it for some of you. And some of you, you might be making fun things to drink. That might be a hobby of yours. So I know that's a little literal, but the 10 of Cups can mean so many different things to different people, and it's all about pursuing your bliss and your joy here. So this to me is just a sign that your cups really are overflowing and that you do have a lot of beauty around you, group 1. And I think the more that you lean into this energy, the more that you'll start to see this. And we want to combine those things together. This is an internal exploration, but we can also engage parts of this with the external, with others, and become a little more others oriented. And when that happens, we're going to have this shift over here. And this is the exciting part. This is the change that's coming through here, group 1. So we've got this Empress. Whoa. I think the dog just knocked the couch there. We've got Empress and Page energy. And so whenever this happens, when we have this youthful kind of introduction of energy following the Empress, this to me actually is a birth. It's a birth of something. And that means a big change. And so as you are trying these things, applying some of these strategies, things are going to start to change for you a little bit. This is going to be you stepping more into a different lens to view things from, a new perspective. You may start to see things a little more differently because swords are about mental clarity and it's about communication. You're going to start to see things from a higher perspective, group 1. Yeah, things are going to start looking a little bit different for you. You're going to begin to notice that. And I think that's where you're going to start feeling a little bit lighter there. And with that, we have the Emperor popping in. So this is pretty cool because I don't know if that's focusing. This is the same energy here. It's the divine counterpart for the Empress. So 3 and 4. And actually we have 3, 4, 5. 5 doubled is 10. So numbers might mean something to you, that run of numbers, 3s, 4s, 5s, 3, 4, 5, or 10. So with this Page of Swords here, going back to that, swords we know are mental energy. It is about communication. Our words can cut to hurt, and they can also cut to heal. You know, the way we think. Think about the way a surgeon cuts to heal, right? And so I almost see this as you kind of clearing out maybe the center part here. It's almost like the corpus callosum in the brain. We're uniting the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere, right and left. Yeah, and this is like the clear channel where everything is going to be coming through. So now we have, because of this, we have balance, we have stability, there's a unification that's happened now. That divide is going away. Things are stitched up, they're patched up, and there's just this clear ability for you to feel good, Group 1. So this is pretty awesome. There's no more feeling left out in the cold for you. And if we look at some mantras for you to work with during this time, we have, I love this I Am Power deck. This is so great. I am you. You just never know what's going to pop out with this. So I am you is a good one. That's a nice kind of unifying statement, just thinking from this perspective, how we are connected to one another. Whoa. Things are flying in here. I am open. Oh my gosh, that's just like this. I talked about this being the open channel. That is so cool. It looks like a crystal ball now. Like you're able to see things a little more clearly. We have that open space now, but it's not a divide anymore. Oh no. Oh my gosh. So not only do we have the Emperor and the Empress, but we have I am you and I am me. And we are together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know what made me say that, but that's what I'm thinking of. So remember that there isn't such a big divide from everybody, but in order to feel that, I mean, it's one thing to say it and it's another thing to actually feel it and know it. So take the steps that we talked about here. We talked about using our senses. We talked about being creative, when we talked about engaging with our friends a little bit, leaning into people that we trust where we are able to do so. And I think that that's going to help you see that connection, you know, and this open channel that's right here, and see how we're all mirrors for one another. Yeah, you're going to be able to be more in the moment. You're going to be present and in your own power, and you're going to be attracting more of what you want in your life, Group 1. So you have got this. Group 1, I'm going to end your reading here. If you found this video helpful or you found it entertaining, please give it a like and let me know in the comment box what about this is resonating for you. And if you're new to my channel, check out my other pick a card readings and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on our weekly releases. Thanks for being here, Group 1. I will see you soon. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. If you picked the Carnelian Sphere and Mystic Mondays Tarot, then this is your reading. Our reading today is a quick reading on cultivating or creating more joy in your life. All right, let's pop into cards. Okay, your block, or the area that we're going to be examining today for cultivating joy, is the Two of Pentacles. And some of our action cards include the Star, Strength. Wow, 2 major arcana in a row here, Group 2. 8 of Pentacles, very nice. And our outcome, another major arcana. Oh my goodness. You have more major arcana than not. That is Temperance. Okay, so Group 2. You may have been feeling a little bit unsteady recently, a little bit shaky, a little bit out of balance, as our Two of Pentacles would suggest. Perhaps your work-life balance has been a little bit off, where you have been overworking and you're not left with enough time in the day to give to yourself, to give to your physical vessel, your body, your home, to your loved ones. And it may not be as clear cut as that either. Some of you may be prioritizing one thing over another due to things that are out of your control. A lot of times it's just kind of how things are, particularly if you are living in America. We tend to work a lot and not always prioritize our own health and a healthy balance between things. It's kind of an all or nothing situation for a lot of people. So you may be feeling like life is handing you a lot of lemons right now, group 2. And it's not that you don't want to make lemonade, it's just that you may not have time. I'm almost seeing this as an hourglass as well. So if any of that energy check there sounds familiar to you, you are in the right place. The star card here is letting you know to keep hope alive in your heart. Even if times are a bit tough, group 2, there will be other people around you to lend a helping hand if you keep your eyes to the sky. You just need to look for their shine. Yeah, it'll be coming through. So that just means put your attention and your focus out towards others. It's okay to ask them for help as you are kind of rebuilding a path forward for yourself. Lean into other people. Take a little inventory of yourself. Give yourself the gift of whatever it is that you need. And for things that you can't quite get or they're out of your grasp, go ahead and look to these other people. They are the other little shining stars in the sky here. Anything that helps you fill your bucket during this time. And don't be shy about asking for it. Ask when things are tough. People really do love to see you shine. I almost see you as the center star right here. And so even if you're feeling a little bit dim right now because of everything that's going on, just an overwhelm, being out of balance with your work life, with whatever it is that you're doing, you still have a glow about you. And you inspire others just by being yourself. And so as much as others look to you, this is your chance to also ask and lean into them for help. So remember that. Remember that you inspire others just by being you. And with the strength card here, I actually am seeing this as a literal animal guide for you, group 2. This is interesting. So in addition to asking your loved ones, your coworkers, your bosses for assistance, anyone else in your life that you trust, you can lean into the spirit world and ask your guides, your angels, animal helpers for guidance as well. The tiger here is both strength and compassion, something that I feel that you need for a bit of a balance right here. And they are going to be there for you. Now, this doesn't mean every single one of you has a tiger for a guide. Lean into whatever feels right for you. And just like this card here, all you have to do to get their attention is ask. They're not going to intercede necessarily unless they get that green light from you, group 2. And once you do, they will come forward very quickly to give you the support that you need. There is a rapid movement to this that I'm getting. I almost feel like this animal's falling out of the card. And for some of you, this also might indicate that spending time with animals is healing for you. So spend some time with a pet, borrow a friend's pet for a walk if you don't have one, get some cuddle time in, go volunteer at a shelter if possible, foster an animal if you have the means to. Animals can be very therapeutic for us, and many of us are very in tune with many of those animals are very in tune with our moods and how we're feeling. They seem to know just what to do, how to act when they're around us. And even if you're allergic to animals, watch some funny animal videos on the internet. You know, you can support an animal from a distance if you can't get too close into the 3D. But I do think for a lot of you that touch would be very therapeutic for you as well. And finally, we also have the 8 of Pentacles over here. So while this is typically honing your craft and continuing to work, in this context, because I am getting heavy, again, work vibes for a lot of you, and some of you might be frontline workers too, which is a big thing. That's a lot about feeling out of control right now. in this context, the Eight of Pentacles is more to me about striking a balance in life. The balance between working, the balance between leaning into others, spending time with our animals, real or spirit guide, and getting into some hobbies that boost your time in flow state. This could be painting, singing, baking, creating. I just love the vibrancy of the colors here on this card. Anything that gets you to turn off your brain for a little while, even if it's just half an hour once a week to start, that's something. Something that allows you to get lost in the feeling of making something, creating something, even if it's only for you. Nobody else needs to see it. It's about the process. It's about the energy that comes from that. Carnelian's a very energetic stone. So that's funny how that works out. Oh my gosh, too. And the fact that it's a sphere. Look at this. All these spheres in here. That's really weird. So yeah, creativity. The color orange for some of you. With your sacral chakra, that will be a good thing for you. Yeah, you want to get lost in the feeling of creating something. And when we do that, it can feel really good. It's like you're rewiring your brain when you do this. And I almost see your animal guide here sitting at your feet as you are doing whatever it is that you need to do. You might ask to see the spirit guide. What spirit guide will best help me balance? What spirit guide is going to help me work on my balance? And see what pops up. And our ending card here, Temperance. This is beautiful. So this literally, as you can see, it's a scale. We have this larger ball here, and then we've got these many other little things. So it's almost like if this is work we're talking about here, is the big thing or the overwhelming thing or some big overwhelming thing in your life, there's all these little things that we can be doing over here to strike that balance, to help heal. And because you have so many major arcana cards, group 2, I really do think that this is a major theme of your life. Perhaps balance is something that you're always going to be working on, or it's something that you are seeking, and perhaps you didn't even realize that that was the case. Yeah, this is the feeling that you were seeking at the beginning of the journey. And you will find deeper joy, I think, in this steadiness, this balancing of the scales through the steps that you've taken here. Just keeping the hope alive, leaning into our animal friends, getting into our hobbies, finding that perfect mixture of elements for you so that things feel right as you're sitting in the throne of your heart. And I do believe you are going to get there, group 2. There's definitely a creative spark with you. And you feel like the kind of people that would be willing to, when you can make the time to sit and do this and tap in. All right, let's take a look at our oracle cards. We have here our mantras. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that's perfect. We were talking about the sacral chakra before, the color orange. Fire. Beautiful. I always associate that with that particular chakra. I am fire. I am release, letting go of things, burning things away that aren't useful for you anymore. This feels like fire too, doesn't it? Yeah, burning up what doesn't serve you. Getting into that flow, letting go of things that are maybe bad habits or they aren't serving you anymore. And then finding your power through that. I am power. Very nice. Wow. And that looks like an hourglass too. We have a balance there of light and dark, the red and the black there. Yeah, this is really just generating our own inner power through the release of our fire. Letting things out that are stagnant or blocked. Opening things up in your body. Yeah, being able to release that fire, let things out. This is something that through that practical application, whatever way seems to fit you the best. These are going to be your mantras for you that will help you to remember how to stoke joy in your day-to-day life. Be fire, but release it. Allow it to sit in you, create, and then make sure that you are, indeed letting that go through that creation. This animal, look at how much it wants to help you. It's so ready for you. And that's where you're going to find that power. This is where you're going to find your balance. This is you getting comfortable with everything. This is you settling into where you want to be. I am very excited for you, Group 2. You're going to find your balance. You're going to find your steadiness through this. So, Group 2, I'm going to end your reading here. And if you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a like and let me know in the comment box below what resonated for you. If you're new to my channel, check out my other pick-a-card readings and hit that subscribe button and notification bell bell so you don't miss out on weekly releases. Thanks for being here, Group 2. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Moss Agate and the Food Fortunes deck, then this is your Creating Joy reading. This is a quick reading, so we're going to hop right into the cards. All right, we have the Steeped one, and it's in reverse. The Thickest, the Golden Ball, the Blanco Dip, and the Other Duo. Okay. Let's scooch that in there. Okay. So, starting right off the bat here, Group 3, there's an indication there may be a block within your friendships or friend group. There may be a particular person that you're close to and a third person has entered the situation that is like leaving black tea leaves in for too long. The leaves start to get a little bit bitter, or a lot bitter. Some words may have been exchanged, gossip occurred, someone may have shared something they shouldn't have, they spilled the tea, or something happened where you may have felt a little bit left out, the third wheel, so to speak. Or like you no longer understand what your place is. Where there was once a happy duo, there is now some bitterness or misunderstanding, which is dampening your joy. That is my cat Boo on the scratching post right now. So, giving you some little sound effects. So if that particular energy sounds familiar to you, Group 3, then you are in the right place here. So let's take a look going forward. What are some actions that you can take, things that you can do to move things along and to create a little more happiness, a little bit more joy around this particular situation? So one particular action that you can take is to reflect on what is beautiful in your life currently. Put the tea off to the side and try looking at what is glorious and right in front of you. Focus on the positive and the sweet things in your life. What brings you sunshine? What blessings are currently flowing in your life? You might start a gratitude journal where you jot down a few things that you're grateful for each day. Look it over across the days and then see how your perspective starts to shift just a little bit. And this may give you a bird's eye view of what's currently going on around you and allow the tea to drop into the background for a little while. So the golden ball or the falafel here is like the Justice card in tarot. Big Libra energy here for those of you where that means something. Justice in this instance I am getting may take some time, but it will happen. Just steer clear of the folks that are causing the issues, if it's at all possible. Keep your nose clean, so to speak. So keep that level head. Know that all truths are going to be illuminated eventually. They will come to light. And if you have to engage, keep it light and then be on your way. Move along. Hold your emotions in check, Group 3. If you are reflecting, thinking about the situation, thinking about what's going on, keep your reflection honest and true. Know that justice will prevail in this situation and the scales will balance out again in equilibrium. By maintaining a focus in other areas of your life where there is sun and there's beauty and keeping your own reflection, your own behaviors, your own ideas about the situation as honest and clean and truthful, taking that bird's eye view, doing those particular things will help balance out anxieties that you may have during this time. It may help to lessen any worries that might keep you up at night. So being mindful about the situation and making conscious decisions about where you put your attention, and remembering what you can control versus what you can't control. That might help keep things in a perspective for you so that you're not ruminating as much. The Blanco dip here in reverse indicates that by remembering the scales will eventually balance out is going to make things a little bit easier for you as you monitor yourself for negative thought patterns and negative habits that you might have. It's sort of that metacognition, the thinking about our own thinking and just kind of watching things a little bit. This one's a bit of a tricky one because it does involve other people and we know we cannot control them. So it really is about what are we doing for ourselves during this time. And so our outcome card here, the final duo, or the other duo, the other duo is fish and chips, right? So this indicates that we're back to a pairing again, to two. So two things that are meant to be together, right? We also have this number 4, which indicates stability. And this is the Emperor card in traditional tarot. So there's more of that steady level-headedness, the kind of energy that we see that's also indicated by the falafel, which is like the Justice card. So regardless of the outcome of your friendship situation, there is a balance here. And by your actions and level-headed and pragmatic thinking, this is going to help attract a balance that you have been seeking that has just been off kilter here from the beginning. Moving from that odd number to an even number here. Now, just a word, this may take some time for some of you. I am being shown a friendship situation I was aware of, and it did take a little bit of time to kind of work its way out. The water's starting here. It's almost like the water cycle. We're slowly moving toward the ocean. So this may take some time as your emotions kind of work their way through everything and people kind of focus on themselves at this time. Sometimes when words are said and friends are hurt, there can be quite a period of time before trust can be reestablished. That trust building takes time. That cleansing takes time. And allow for that breathing room. It's okay. For some, this may only be a few weeks. For others, the trust may take a longer, more scenic route, as kind of depicted here. It may be months for some of you, and for a couple, it may be a year or two before things right themselves, depending on the people and the situations involved, of course. But you do have the power to stay the course. This is something that is within your control if it's something you decide that you want to pursue. So again, take what resonates, as this is a general reading, but for a lot of this, it's about your own perspective, kind of maintaining or checking your expectations. That's the word I'm thinking of. Checking your expectations and just taking that bird's eye view, having gratitude for other things that are going on so that you can kind of shift your focus onto other things while other stuff settles. Just remember the balance will be restored eventually, whatever that looks like for you. So in the meantime, group 3, we have some mantras for you with the I Am Power deck. This is so fun because you never know what mantras are going to be popping out. I love pulling from here. So things to remember. Oh, that's beautiful. I am hope. That's pretty self-explanatory. Hold on to that hope. Bide your time. Hold out hope. Hold on for hope. All right, I am fun. Of course you are. So that to me is just part of it. That goes along with this here. The blessings, looking at what's good in your life, finding enjoyment where you can. Yeah, that's beautiful. And I am air. This is great. This is actually, yeah, this is more of that, like, well, for Libra, for sure. That's that air energy. That's just mental thinking processes, mental clarity, this higher perspective that you'll be making decisions from. Yeah, bide your time, hold out hope. Just enjoy what you have around you and keep your mental energy focused. Yeah, that's your place where you're making your decisions from. That's a better mindset to be in. Hang in there, group 3. You've got more joyous days coming. All right, friends, I'm going to end your reading here. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a like and let me know in the comment box what resonates for you. Maybe it's the delicious food that we're seeing here. And if you're new to my channel, check out my other pick a card readings and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any other weekly releases. Thanks for being here, group 3. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you picked the green calcite and the Modern Witch Tarot, then this is your quick reading on how you can create more joy in your life. Let's take a look at your cards. We have the Fool in reverse. That one is going to be a bit of an energy check for you. Judgment, and the cards moving forward will be about steps that you can take, and then we'll have an outcome as well. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. The Magician. It's 3 major arcana already. Wow. And the Queen of Pentacles. Big energy going on here. Group 4. Wow. Okay. So immediately what is coming through for you, group 4, is this idea of not being able to take a step forward with goals, with hopes, dreams, projects that you have. You may be feeling a bit paralyzed or filled with indecision. Largely what's coming through for you is that this is the result of being worried about what other people think. Fear of judgment from others, a little side eye going on here, not being enough, not having done enough, not living up to others' expectations, not ready to be completely transparent with people for fear of their thoughts. This is an inability to move forward even with planning. You may brainstorm things and then you just stop yourself from even taking that farther, dismissing things before they get off the ground into the air as ideas that might actually take root. You may wait for others to swoop in and bring you ideas to help you out with matters that you possibly and probably could handle on your own. Your guides want you to know that you have the tools that you need to create the reality that you want. You are the one holding yourself back over here. You're the one handling the reins on the horse that wants to gallop freely. Nobody else is holding you back. There are no reins tethered to you that are held by others. Those restraints are absolutely invisible. And I'm seeing you here, and you are picturing yourself with those reins, with leads or ropes tied to you. And it's almost like you think this person, this angel, is here behind you holding that, this idea of judgment. But if you were to turn around and look, you are in fact holding your own reins there. There's nothing there. Your guides are a little bit firm. I don't think we had this kind of firm energy coming through for the other groups as much. It's kind of like, okay, this has been probably an ongoing thing for you given the number of major arcana cards we have. The Queen of Pentacles at the end here. Like a slow and steady energy that way. So I do think this is possibly a lifelong pattern for some of you. So give yourself kindness. Free yourself from the restraints that are tethering you to the past. It does feel like it is past energy for a lot of you. It is time to create the life that you want, where you can rest comfortably and happily with everything around you that you need. And the only way that you're going to get to this Queen of Pentacles energy is by embracing yourself. Knowing and understanding that you are the person that has to create his or her own reality, their own reality. Your guides say it is time for you to break out these tools. Don't fear them. Have fun with them. Rediscover your sense of joy and pleasure by allowing yourself to try new things and give yourself permission to screw it up, because you will. Some of you need to not be quite as precious as you're being right now. Don't be so breakable, because when that happens, you are going to shoot yourself in the foot. You will never take that step forward that you're meant to take, because you will be the person who's holding your tether, your rein. You'll be holding yourself back. It is time for your leap of faith, group 4. Your guides and angels, they have your back 100%. You can do this. If you take matters into your own hands, you can get to the point where you are unbound and unburdened and absolutely free. And so the question is, what do you want? What does your journey look like? What do you want it to look like? Go and make your treasure map and allow this beautiful journey of joy to unfurl in front of you. Yeah, this is about your own thinking. This is not about other people. Even though you want to make it about other people, this is not about a situation where others are imposing a will on you. This is all about a mental block. And so if you're approaching it from the former, then you are not possibly looking at the right reading right now. You might want to check another one out, because this is about your own mental blocks, your own control, and your journey. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. Okay. So you have some mantras here from the I Am Power deck. These are really, really fun to work with. And the deck is huge. There's so many fun things that pop out. So you never know what's going to happen. So let's see what we have here. Things for you to work with as you're working through this energy. This is perfect. I am light. That's where you want to be, because to me this energy is heavy and it's burdensome when you're holding yourself back. Yeah, be light, be free, be airy. It's time for you to float. Yes, be bold. That's another piece to this. Stop worrying about this and those other people. This is about you stepping forward, moving forward, knowing it's okay to make a mess. You know, think about painting, think about finger painting. You know, anytime you you break that stuff out, yeah, your kitchen's going to end up a mess, or wherever you're like laying it out to do it, but they can be really, really fun to make, right? They're going to be messes. Just go for it. Embrace that. Embrace the messiness. Oh, I love the colors on that. That's so creative too. I am brilliant. Ooh, that matches that pretty nicely there. Yeah, your guides want you to know that you shine and that they want you to see yourself in that same light. I'm actually being drawn to this labradorite over here and the flash on that. That's the way they see you. So show yourself that you understand this by taking some risks. It's time to take some risks. Group 4. Okay, and you were the last group. Nobody else had a 4th, but look at this. I am complete. Yeah, you don't need anyone else to show you the ropes here. Yeah, it's time to lean on yourself and to fly. You can do this. So group 4, I am going to end your reading here. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a like and let me know in the comment box below what resonates for you. And if you're new to my channel, check out my other pick-a-card readings and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any weekly releases. Thanks for being here, group 4. I'll see you soon. Bye.